Hello beautiful humans, my name is Taryn and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're doing something that I've seen going around booktube. The person that I saw that it like came from, or like who gave me the inspiration, was Alexandra Rosalind. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say her last name, but I will put her channel down below in the like little thing so that you can check out her channel, see what she did. I really love the idea, and that is the show me a book that. Not a challenge, more of like a prompt, okay? And what it is that I went on my Instagram and I asked my followers I asked them that prompt, okay? I said, show me a book that, and then had them fill in the blank, and they filled in that blank with what kind of recommendations they wanted. Lovely explanation. Cheese and rice. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure you'll understand after like the first one. Or maybe the second one. Now, also, here's the thing. I should have looked at the prompts. I should have looked at what people wanted recommendations on and had like a stack of books ready. Did I do that? Absolutely not. So I'm gonna be reading these and having to look at my bookshelves and figure out what the heck I'm gonna recommend. So it's very on the spot and kind of rude of you guys for not telling me that my hair is sticking up. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so if you do not follow me on Instagram already, please head on over there. It is Tarynleighreads, just like it is here on YouTube. I am very active over on Instagram. I feel like I give this spiel all the time, but I really am. So head on over. I will have it linked in my little link tree down below as well. I asked this like 2 days ago, so let's figure out where all the answers are. Okay, so see here, we have lots and lots of stuff. I don't know how many I'm gonna do today, probably not all of them. And I do know that like while I was going through them, like as people were answering, I was like, oh, this book could go for multiple of these, so that might also be like how I do it. I'm not really sure. We're figuring it out as we go. And by we, I mean me. I need to go brush my hair. Okay, I'm also gonna try to like sit off to the side so that if I figure out how to upload like a screenshot of the prompt, then I'm gonna put it here. If not, then there's just gonna be, I'm glad you can see this plant. All right, so the first one is show me a book that you can't stop thinking about or that you couldn't put down. And like I can't stop thinking about it, like it's in my head all the time because I have the perfect one. Okay, that right here, that would be the Mindfuck series. This freaking whole series was amazing. You follow Lana and, you know, really, do I know the man's name? No, because Lana is just queen. Oh my god, I love her so freaking much. Who's the guy though? For real? Logan? Yeah, so you follow Lana and Logan, and Lana is a serial killer for vengeance. Like, she's doing it for a good reason, besties, let me tell you. And she starts dating this guy named Logan, and Logan just so happens to be an FBI agent on her case. Right. It is amazing. This is every single book in the series all rolled into one, so it looks massive. This is books 1 through 5. Also, be careful ordering it on Amazon because the pages will literally just pop out. They will. I can't show you one right now, so you probably think I'm a liar, but they just come out. So yeah, they are all on Kindle Unlimited, so you can check them out there, but they're super short books. I think each one of them is around 200 pages. It could be more or less, but it was just amazing. I couldn't put it down. I think I read the entire series in 2 days. I absolutely loved this series. Amazing. Think about it often. Okay, the next one is show me a book that had the biggest cliffhanger, and that's going to be the second time that I say show me a book that, okay? We're not saying that the whole video, Tarynlee. We are not, okay? But show me a book that had the biggest cliffhanger. And this might be a little bit of a cop-out because there's a third one coming, but it's not coming out until like October now. Let me grab. And that is going to be the Ballad of Never After. I listened to both of these books. This is the second book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series by Stephanie Garber. It's kind of like a spin-off series of Caraval. You follow Jax. I love him. And Evangeline and I can't really tell you much about it, especially because it's like a spin-off series of Caraval, and you don't have to read Caraval. I kind of recommend it because you get to meet Jax in that series, and it just makes this one so much better in my opinion. Anyway, I listened to both of them. I thought they were absolutely amazing, but the ending of this book, I listened to it during my 12-hour readathon. So if you want to go back and actually watch my reaction, I have it. It's at the pretty much the end of that video. This was wild, and as soon as I finished it, first of all, I was in tears, per usual. But bro, the ending was rude. Okay, next we have a book that made me sob the hardest, and I feel like I'm not going to take the cop-out version of this, which would be Kingdom of Ash. If you've read that book, it's the last book in the Throne of Glass series. When I tell you I was ugly crying, oh my god. But I'm not going to say that one because it's the last in the series, okay? So let me pick something else. Yeah, of course it's up at the top. Okay, so that one is going to be Kristan Higgins, Pack Up the Moon. Pack Up the Moon by Kristan Higgins. This follows Josh and his journey of grief. He lost his wife, his love. God. And she, what's her name? Lauren, as her disease progressed, because she has a fatal disease, she wrote letters to Josh so that it could help him with the grieving process, and you get to read those letters. It's kind of then and now, because you get to read her letters and see oh my god, I met this guy Josh today and he's perfect, and it's not even my time of the month. I'm crying. So yeah, this book made me sob, and I loved it, every single second of it. Every single second. Ooh, I love this next one. So a book that made you appreciate the little things in life, and I just listened to this book this year, but I then bought the physical copy because I needed it in my life, and I will be listening to it every single year. That is going to be Under the Whispering Door by T.J. Klune. Again, this is another book about grief and what happens after death and life itself, and I love this book. This book was amazing and perfect and wonderful. I highly, highly, highly recommend the audiobook, though the chapters are kind of long, and if you have a brain like mine and you can't focus for too long, it can be hard to read longer chapters. So listening to it was absolutely perfect. I think I listened I don't know, within the first 20 minutes of the audiobook, I was laughing, I was walking around Target, I had tears in my eyes. It was just beautiful. Towards the end, I was sobbing. It really just put life in kind of a whole new perspective, and I loved it, and I will be listening to this every year, if not twice a year. Okay, I just had to go on a hunt around my house to look for a tripod that can actually stand, because all I have is a little baby tripod, so I need one that I could stand, because this whole getting up and getting down thing, it's for the birds. It's not for me, babes. It's not for me. So welcome to me standing. So exciting. Okay, where were we? Let's keep this thing on, the show on the road. Okay, a book that I want my boyfriend to read. So Diego is the type of guy who reads a lot of nonfiction and boring books, and I need to bring you down a little bit. Yeah, he reads a lot of nonfiction, and that's just not my vibe, you know, so that's what I mean by boring. Sorry if you read nonfiction. He is trying to get me into some nonfiction. He actually just bought me 2 books the other day, and I was like, wow, thanks, babe. But I haven't picked them up yet. Anyway, what I want him to read so badly, and it's mostly because of TikTok and watching girls be like, my boyfriend is reading this book and I really want him to read it. I want him to read A Court of Thorns and Roses so bad, besties. Either this or Percy Jackson. I don't think he ever read Percy Jackson as a child, so I think that he would really enjoy that as well, but they do. I don't know. I mean, I don't know that he would love it, but I think he would really like it if he got into it. I do also think that if he did the audiobook, he would really like it as well. That would literally make me so happy if he read this, but alas, he doesn't really read. I say he reads nonfiction. He has a lot of books. He does not read them. I'm watching you, babe. He's not gonna watch this. He won't watch this far, so it's fine. Fake fan, I know it. The next one is a book that I didn't finish. I actually have shelves out in our living room where I first started reading. That's where I kept them, and then I started buying a lot of books. So we moved here and now I have too many books, but I'm gonna go grab the book that I'm thinking of. Okay, a book that I did not finish, A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime by Monica Murphy. I just didn't know that it was a high school romance, and I don't know if it's because I taught high school or if it's because I'm an adult, that I just don't want to read about high schoolers getting it on. It's disgusting. It is gross. I read 120 pages and was like, no, I can't do it. I couldn't do it. So I put it down. I even tabbed it, but then I was like, what I'm tabbing is toxic. And I'm fine with like a toxic adult relationship because like if you're an adult and you're putting yourself through it, sorry babes. But when you're in high school, I don't know. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Who do we follow here? We follow Ren and Crew. They're in high school, like a prep school. They both have like a superiority complex. Like she's the coolest one in the school, but everyone also hates her. He's the coolest one in the school. He's like the bad boy. It's just, I don't know. That's as far as I got, so I couldn't tell you anything else. It's romance. There you go. A book that has my favorite spicy scene. That's hard. I'm literally lying. It's not hard at all because I just read it. Now, this could be because I just read it, so it is stuck in my head right now, but I just read Powerless by Elsie Silver. I gave it a 4.75 star. It was super, 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 actually 4.5, I don't know. It was really, really, really good. Just nothing could beat Daddy Cade in Heartless, which is the second book in the series. This is best friends to lovers. This is kind of a hockey romance, small town vibes. They've loved each other forever, but they could never do anything about it because they thought they were just friends, you know? And then she almost gets married and he's like, you're not getting married. And then he literally crawl to me. He says, take that ring off and crawl to me. Yes, sir. Okay, this one's a little bit harder, but I'm not, just because it's hard, I'm not gonna like not put it in the video because I thought about it, okay? A book that a dark romance reader would love that is not dark romance. This is kind of hard because what constitutes like dark romance, you know? You know? So I have a whole dark romance section. Ooh, 2 dark romance sections. Again, I'm putting quotations because like some people say that like dark romance is like anything that involves like mafia type thing, and I don't know about all that, you know. I'm trying to think, like, so Kylie is the one that sent this question in and she's a dark romance lover, so I'm trying to think of like what I've told her to read that she's liked and kind of like go off of that because I know that she loves dark romance and she loved a book that I recommended, you know what I mean? This is hard. Okay, I think I have a good, okay. So I'm gonna say Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score, and the reason that I'm gonna say this is because of the like subplot of bad boys of like things happening. Yeah, so this is about Knox and Naomi. I freaking love this book so much. It is a thick one. I will say all of Lucy's books are pretty thick books and they are so freaking worth it. Knox and Naomi. Knox is a grumpy man. Naomi is the sunshine. Obviously, Lucy Score's Grumpy Sunshine is the perfect thing. Small town romance. Naomi moves to knock him out to help her twin sister, and then her twin sister up and leaves, and he's like, oh hey, also I have an 11-year-old kid, or however old that child is. And then Naomi is kind of just stuck trying to figure out her new life and knock him out, and Knox of course helps, and they're just, yeah, the cutest ever. I love them so much. I did start doing a reread of this, and that's why it's only tabbed halfway, because then I got halfway through and I was like, I can't let this book end again, so I have to stop right now. But yeah, I do think this is a perfect mix of like a rom-com and a dark romance. And I just know that the third book in that series, that third book's gonna be good, and it's gonna be like more, I think, of like a dark romance. Lucian and Sloane. Woo. Okay, a book that has my favorite female character. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with Crescent City 1, House of Earth and Blood, and this is mostly just because Bryce Quinlan, I want to be her. Bryce is just such a badass, and on top of that, she's like a plus size badass. She's curvy, maybe not plus size, but mid-size, I don't know, but I love this girl. Her humor, her badassery, it is all just so good. I tabbed this one too. Yeah, if you're getting into the fantasy world, then, or at least the SJM world, I would highly recommend not starting with this one, but it's still amazing. The best book to read in the summer sun. Oh, I'm doing a video about all my favorite summer reads at the end of this month. I'm rereading them. I'm so excited.
I feel like I can't do this whole thing where like I can like get up and move around because I will just continuously talk to the camera and walk around my room. So you guys are gonna like listen to me talk like the back of my head.
Anyway, we're gonna say beach read. I freaking love this book. This is by Emily Henry. It is just utter perfection. I cannot wait to reread it. This is about Augustus and January, and set in a small town. They're both authors. They live next door to each other. They like communicate through each other's windows. It gives very Taylor Swift vibes. You know that one, what is that? Love Story? Not Love Story. I'm not a Swiftie. Doesn't matter. She's still amazing. Don't come for me. And then they try to like flip-flop genres and kind of learn, like he learns how to write, I think, rom-coms, and she learns how to write, he writes like thriller type things, and it's just super cute. It's set in like the perfect scene. They're right on the beach. It's in a small town. They go to bookstores. I loved it so much. I cannot wait to reread this book. All right, a book that got me into reading. Now, I have talked about this book quite a lot on my channel or over on my Bookstagram, and some people are not gonna agree with me, and that's okay. But that's gonna be Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. This was the first Coho book that I read, and after I read it, I was just like, oh, this is what reading is like? Because I have to read all of the books in the entire world. But I don't know, guys. I just love this book. Can you just... Right. No, yeah, no, I'm obsessed, and that's fine. This book made me laugh, cry, sob, scream, want to throw my book. God, it hurt so good. This is about Miles and Tate. They try to do a friends with benefits thing, but we all know how friends with benefits goes. Miles is very much like, I can't love anyone, blah, blah, blah. And as the book is going on, you kind of learn why he's like that. The trauma. It was very toxic, and you know, you could hate Miles all you want, but I will love him until I die. So highly recommend this book. I even have a second copy. So yeah, that's that. All right, gives cozy, lighthearted vibe. A hug and a book. A hug and a book. So for cozy, lighthearted vibes, I'm going to say Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. This is a YA romance. It is a high school romance, but there's no spice. Yay! Thank the gods, right? Yeah. This has a lot of like rom-com references in it. If you're a rom-com like movie type of gal, then this is like your thing. This was very much just like a warm hug. It's super cute. It's kind of, I don't know, it really just gave like high school romance vibes. Like if you ever had a boyfriend in high school or like had a really big crush on someone in high school, like that's what this took me back to. I really, really liked it. I will say that the main girl annoyed me a lot, but most high school girls are annoying, so kind of makes sense, right? But I just thought it was super, super cute. An easy read. I don't know where else to go with that. Oh, I like this one. A book that wasn't a 5-star read, but you still can't get out of your head. I like. Okay, so I think for this one, I'm gonna go with Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. This is a thriller. I love Alice Feeney so much, but I do have this issue with thrillers where the first like 80 pages of it, I feel like are them trying to obviously work up to the thrill of the book, and I find myself bored. So a lot of thrillers, I don't give more than like a 4.5 star. I think I gave this one like a 4-star, maybe 4.5. I really don't know. I could also say the same thing about His and Hers by Alice Feeney as well. Like her writing, the plot twists, bro, the plot twists are insane in all of her books. Honestly, all of her books.
Have I only read 2? Yeah, don't come for me.
They're really good thrillers. Like once you get past that 80-page mark, it's like, whoa, what am I reading? Like this is wild. Both of these books are really good, and even though they weren't that 5-star read for me, even though they weren't a 5-star read for me, I like cannot stop thinking about the twists in either of these. Especially, no, both of them. I'm just like, literally what? Literally what? A book that is brother's best friend. Now this is one of my favorite tropes. Okay, so to pick one is gonna be hard. Okay, so brother's best friend, I am gonna say Twisted Love by Anna Huang. I will say this is not my favorite book ever, but the Twisted series is amazing, okay? But this is brother's best friend. You follow Ava and Alex. Alex is like this big hotshot millionaire, blah blah blah. Ava, I'm pretty sure is still like in college, like in her final year of college or something like that. And Alex has been her brother's best friend for a while. She's always had kind of this crush on him because he's like this hot, broody, mean, grumpy guy. And she's like, I want him to be nice, you know? So yeah. Ooh, a book that I really, really, really want to read, but I haven't picked up yet for whatever reason. I feel like I have so many on my TBR that I should like be like, I really want to read it, but I just haven't picked it up. I just posted an Instagram picture of this book the other day. That is going to be Bright Side by Kim Holden. All I've heard about this book is that I'm going to sob my ever loving eyeballs out. That is all that I know about it. I won't even read the back of the book, so I don't know anything about it. It could be a romance, it could not be a romance. I don't know. I think it is, but I have no idea. I want to read this one so badly, but I'm just not in the mood to cry my eyes out. So I've just been pushing it off and pushing it off and pushing it off. It was literally on my TBR last month, I think, and I can't get myself to pick it up. Okay, I can't do it. Not yet. Not yet. A book that makes me squeal and kick my feet. Now, I'm a very dramatic reader. Like, the littlest things could happen and I could squeal or giggle or cry. So I feel like I have quite a bit that I could put in this category. So I'm gonna have to think about this one. Never mind. Easiest question of my life. What am I talking about? Buy a Thread by Lucy Score. Oh my god. I remember just like being giddy reading this book. Okay, so you follow Dom and Allie. Allie ends up working for Dom because of something that happens in the beginning of the book, and they had this workplace romance. He's super grumpy. She is sunshine, but also the sassiest girl ever. I freaking love Allie. It's just the things that Dom does at the end. Drunk Dom in this book. Oh no, I love a fictional man. Buy a Thread by Lucy Score. Hands down. Yep. My cheeks hurt from smiling so hard, like thinking about that book. A book that made me feel uncomfortable reading, but I couldn't stop reading. I feel like there's also this book that I'm gonna say also goes for I wouldn't want my mom to know I read. I don't want my mom to read this. I don't want my mom, no. Okay, that's gonna be Credence by Penelope Douglas. Ooh. This was a wild ride. I was cringing the entire time I was reading it, but somehow, some way, I couldn't put it down. The crack that Penelope puts in this, I don't know, besties, but it was weird. It was weird. I honestly haven't stopped thinking about it since, and I would love to. Sometimes I would really love to quit thinking about it. I won't tell you what it's about because you'll judge me. If you want to look it up on your own, sure, go ahead. Don't judge me.
Right. So, there's that book. I'll just put it right back on my shelf.
Aw, a book that gave me secondhand embarrassment. I feel like I'm gonna have to think about this one. I think for that one, I'm gonna go with The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. Now, I did really like this book. I gave it like a 4-star, I think. But in the end of the book, now they've been friends for a long time. Okay, and they've always liked each other. It's like one of those, like they've always liked each other, but because they're friends, they don't want to tell each other that they like each other because they don't want to end their friendship, you know? When they finally start dating, he says to her, and I'm not against this, okay? Like, whatever. He says, I want to wait until marriage. Has he waited until marriage with any other girl that he's been with? No, besties. Okay, but with her, he wants to. And then, I shit you not. 2 weeks later, he proposes to her and they get married in the same day. So he couldn't wait. He couldn't wait until marriage. He said, oh, I really want to wait. But 2 weeks is the longest that I could wait. The embarrassment that I got, I was like, oh no. Oh no. That's this one, but I did like it. It was still cute. Until that part, and it's at the very end. So maybe read the entire thing and then just stop right before that point and make your own ending. And again, I'm not against like a nice clean romance, you know, it's fine, but that was bad. I think I'm only gonna do 2 more because I've already been recording for a long time. I'm sorry, I said it like that. Okay, has my favorite book boyfriend. We won't say Miles, okay? And I'm gonna be honest, I won't be able to choose between these two, okay? We have Daniel from Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. Daniel is the most perfect little golden retriever boy. He puts, what's her name? He puts Alexis on a pedestal. He's like, please, I will kiss the ground you walk on. Oh my goodness, this man, okay? Best book boyfriend ever. But I will also say Jacob from Yours Truly, also an adorable, amazing book boyfriend. Oh, but I will also say Brianna is an amazing book girlfriend in this. She's fucking fantastic. Sorry, I didn't really have to cuss there, but I also really did because I wanted you to know that she's amazing in this book. Jacob has really bad anxiety, and the way that she just kind of helps him through it. But yes, honestly, any man written by Abby Jimenez is the perfect book boyfriend. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna end on a spicy note because I love this question, okay? And that's gonna be a book that gives you daddy vibes. I just feel like that's a good question to end on. Yeah? No? Okay. I'm gonna have a few books for this one. Sorry. Okay, so I have 3 books here. We're gonna start with Electric Idol by Katie Robert. Arrows in this book. Psyche is plus size, and the way that he just loves every inch of her body. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'd die for him. I would die for him in a heartbeat. Okay, that's like a dark romance Greek retelling. Next we have Twisted Games by Anna Huang. This is the 2nd book in the Twisted series. This is like Princess Diaries, but spicy. So we have Princess Bridget and her bodyguard Reese Larson. Reese. I loved this book. 100% daddy vibes. And then the last one, who's very much daddy. There's another one. Hang on. Okay, I had to grab the other one. Heartless by Elsie Silver. This is the 2nd book in her, oh no, what is this series called? Chestnut Springs series. And he's a single dad. She's the nanny. There's an age gap. She literally calls him daddy. God, I loved this book. And then I can't believe I almost forgot about Juniper Hill by Daphne Perry. He's not the dad. She's the single mom, and he is kind of like her landlord, I guess. Like she lives on his property. And he's a chef. He can cook. He's amazing. He's big and hot and spicy, and I loved it. This is the 2nd book in the Edens series by Daphne Perry. The first one was good. It was like all right. They're both very short reads. Like they're short and sweet. I'm definitely going to continue reading the series, but I have a big feeling this one's going to be my absolute favorite out of the entire series because Knox. Yeah, because Knox, Eden, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, beautiful humans, that is going to be the end of today's video. If I did not get to one of your prompts, I promise I will do another video later on. I really liked doing this. I liked like going back through my books and seeing like, I don't know, remembering what I read for the past 2 years now. Yeah, it's been a year? How long have I been reading again? I don't know, whatever. I hope you have an amazing day, week, night, year, month. That was so backwards, and I'm not redoing it because I sorry. Oh yeah, I've been forgetting to say, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you're notified when I post. I've been very like wishy-washy on my days that I've posted. I'm trying to post 2 days a week, but like it could literally be any day of the week, okay? And I'm sorry about it. So just like hit the notification bell so that you know when I post. Please. Yeah, that's about it. I love ya. I'll see you around. Bye, beautiful humans.